Okay, this is my testimony. I hope I won't take much longer time so we can enjoy the lunch. Can I go to the next slide, please? So, as I born in China and I was brought up in that education that those Buddhist, Catholicism, Islam, they are all like superstition in our education, and they are more like Western culture and traditions. We just respect it. They are part of our life, right? The church or temples, they are things to me. By the way, the right two pictures are from my hometown. Oh, and slide, please. Yeah, so we were educated like the evolution is how we are today, how we came from, and it does make sense. We studied there's in our body and copies during this copy process change, right? And we can become different, and the environment select the more suitable for this environment, and those good genes are passed, and it makes sense. It makes sense to me, and I believed it with no doubt. And it's still happening. Today, if you see those animals, they are still making changes, right? It's not fake, but I'll get back to this next. So let's talk about my journey in the next slide, please. So my original plan was to get my PhD in China, and I was admitted to the PhD program with the best advisor. He was the vice president of the school. And my plan was to get my PhD and stay in the same university and to become a professor. And I really enjoyed teaching and communicate with the people, right? However, during my PhD study, there was a new requirement. So for those who want to become a professor, you must have some study and research experience abroad, because there are so many PhD graduates every year, and they had to raise the bar. So that's how I got this obstacle. I need to change my plan. So I took the TOEFL and the GRE tests, and I did really bad in my TOEFL, even the second time, which was worse than the first time. But still, I got one admission with a scholarship, only one and only one, with NC State University, North Carolina State University. So I started my new journey. My research was a hybrid electric vehicle. It was like a combined mechanical and electrical. And my in China, I was in mechanical department. And this new school in North Carolina, they put the hybrid study in the electrical engineering. So I started a new major in a new country under a new language, right? Everything has changed. But with a full GPA to graduate, I think I'm really grateful for the help from God and from many others. During my PhD study, my plan was, I get my PhD, I get some publication, and I go back to plan, right? Just to continue my professor career. However, the PhD study, there was a international some organization, they come to the university and they have many churches eat free lunch. Who would refuse free lunch, right? So they gym and part of my life, and we pastor would be like dress formally and talk about the literature in a very formal way. But he's like wearing shirts and talking about the NBA and talking about food. It's just like a real person. So in my impression, those pastors, they are like really high above us. But so I talked to him. Those Chinese food you were eating is not authentic. So I offered to cook in his house. He invited some friends, and I went there and cook there to share some Chinese stories, cultures. I was like to show the American people what Chinese culture looks like, because I was still thinking that's better. so many good traditions, but and later he invites me to study Bible study in his house. I was like, okay, there's a free food, there's a free opportunity to practice my English, and all I need to is just to go there and pretend I'm interested in Bible, and he would teach us, and that's it. So I never truly believed this is real. I just enjoy the food and the friendship. So, but he invited me into other activities like camping, like some Thanksgiving. He would invite many friends there to get show and some good food as well. And I was like, oh, but wait a minute. So all those people, they are not necessarily rich, but they all really enjoy their life, and they are all joyful. So, which makes me think, this is a good way. Even this God is unreal, right? Even you believe, as long as you believe in it, you are enjoying your life. It's not bad to me. So I just keep this in my mind. And in 2013, I got a internship from a Ford motor company. Sorry, it's on the screen as well. So I didn't even apply for this internship. So Ford partnered with our lab to have some cooperation on the research, and they offered some internship opportunities for us. So I just went there because I was one of the few students in the lab who had automobile research background. So I just went there, and in there I did a really good job, and I got the offer in 2013 in October, and I only joined the company in 2015. So at that time, finding a job is really difficult, especially for those who would sponsor your H-1B, right? I just got it, and a year and a half earlier than I graduate. So during that internship, I came to the United States in 2010, and my wife 2012, and he came into St. Louis University. So we were still separated, and there were some difficult times that, with the distance. So we were, she was mad at me and refused to answer my phone. And one day I just decided, okay, I just go there from Dearborn, Detroit, 8 hours of driving to St. Louis. So I set off early in the noon. I just drove 8 hours. I texted her, so came open the door. He was like, oh. He texted me back with a question mark. I said, I'm right at your door. She was really surprised, and I believe that saved our relationship quite a bit. But during that trip, I was driving a 1999 BMW, which is famous for getting broken. And on my way back, there's a warning on the dashboard saying, "Oh, your coolant is low." So I just ignored it because it always throws me at those fake, warnings. I just continued driving, and until I got to Dearborn, I drove overnight and got Dearborn at 9 a.m. I started work, and after work I went to Advanced Auto Parts to check it. When the technician opened the hood and the coolant was blowing all the ways, everywhere, and I got a bottle of coolant. I had to fill it, drove it. Took me like an hour to get home. So God protect me all the way to the point for this 8-hour driving. I was able to reach my destination without any delay, and only when I got this coolant refill, I was able to. The car started to broke. So I was like, if this is coincidence, it must be unreal. I started to realize there's something behind me to protect myself. And that's how I started to, I was like, okay, so this is amazing. And let me try to pray. And just a mind hits me like, what if this is real? Because nobody has proved that God exists, and also nobody has proved it does not exist. So what if this is real? Am I missing out all the things? So I started to pray. I prayed that, okay, God, you, if you are real, show me this and this. Oh, surprisingly, He answered my prayer many times. I started to feel scared. Well, come on, this can't be real. Oh, then another story was okay. So in 2017, my parents were coming to the United States. They got the 10-year visa. However, we need to fill like a form to renew it every 2 years. I forgot to do that. It was 2 a.m. in the night, and I was sleeping, and my cell phone was muted. They called me, but the cell phone was still muted. I just woke up. I never woke up in the 2 a.m. in the morning, and I just looked at my phone. It just shines up. I picked it up. They said, "Oh, there's I filled some form." So I just did on my cell phone, and they smoothly get on board. This is amazing. I cannot explain it. I just feel I need to surrender. This is I really cannot explain this, except this is through God. And our wedding, another story. We looked around, trying to find a good place, and right before I planned to pay for the church, for maybe $1,000 for the church to rent the church, I met some pastor from another church. He offered, "Hey, why don't you take my church for free? There's no, just decorate it and use it." Right before, so I was like, "Okay, thank you." At that time, during my PhD study, $1,000 is not nothing. Okay, I'll hurry up. And then I came to, maybe I just stop here and continue next time. Sure, yeah, because I have quite a few stories to share. And maybe. Okay, thank you.